Hello, my wisdom-seeking friends, and yes, I will not waste neither of yours or mine time and go right to the core. Yes, many lately has asked about the runic sounds. What are the sounds of the runes? Yes, that is it's great that you finally asked that, because that is actually the very basic level of learning the runes. You know, the foundation of understanding the runes. So yes, I am super pleased that you want to know. But what took you so long? Where have you been? What have you searched for? I don't want to know, actually. So because it's most likely unauthentic information and totally useless. So now finally we will go through the runic sounds, because understanding the sound of the runes is the core. It's there you learn the deeper level of the runes, so you can communicate with friends, with the higher powers, whatever you please. But it needs a certain system, because if we don't use the same system, how should other people know than ourselves? So yes, there is of course a modern tradition where you just invent the meaning of the runes, and that is of course very self-fulfilling, but totally useless as soon as you invite another person into your supposed wisdom. So yes, so we will start with the younger Futhark, because that is still a living tradition. Yes, so and if you're wondering where I'm walking, this is where I of course do my daily jogging tours. So you know, you should not just be bright in your mind. You know, you need to have the body to carry the weight of your wisdom. So yes, if we start, because the elder Futhark is of course extremely interesting, but it's also extremely difficult to learn. You know, it's the hardest runic knowledge you can obtain. And yes, sorry, but you're not there yet. So here I will start with the younger Futhark, so you will understand where the supposed easy level is. So yes, the younger Futhark, the Viking Age runes, are a living tradition. It has never died out. So when we go to the Futhark, there is of course, we start with the first the first group, the first family, the first tribe. So if we start with the F rune, it has two sounds, F and V, and that is of course pronounced V and V. And yes, and the F sound can be used anywhere in a syllable or an expression. However, the V sound of the F rune can only be as an ending rune in a syllable. You know, like in the older times here in Scandinavia, we wrote brev and av, but we pronounce it brev and av. So yes, f and v is the sound of the F rune. And then we already go into deeper level when we go to the U rune, the second rune. And yes, it has 5 different sound values. 4 of them vowels and 1 is a consonant. And these sounds are U, U, Y, Ö, and V. Yes, now we have 2 V sounds. But just to make it easy for you, this V sound can only be pronounced at the beginning of a syllable or of a word, like vikingur, you know, Viking. There, that of course you spell with the U rune first, and not with the F rune, because the F rune can only be used as the V sound at the end, at the end of a syllable or word. So yes, so the sounds are, you know, U, U, Y, and V. So O, you know, the vowels are of course self-sounding, so they sound like we are used to, and of course the V sound will be a little bit more hissing. So yes, and then we have the thorn, Thurs rune, and that you pronounce with your tongue at your teeth, you know. So yes, so it is thorn and aid. Yes, so you only use the sound at the beginning of a syllable, and yes, then of course you have already learned the principle. Then the sound is at the end of a syllable. Yes, and then we came to the as rune. That is a nasal sound, nasal R sound. And it can also be so the ace rune is or yes, and the R, the Raider rune, yes, that has only one sound, and that is r, you know, the R sound. And to make it also complicated, we have two R runes, and the other R rune is of course the one that we use as an ending rune at expression. But this is a Raider r that you can use anywhere in a syllable or an expression. And then ending with the Kan rune, the K rune, that has is K and G and NG. So that sounds G and yes, and the the NG root sound can of course, you know the principle, only be used at at the end of a syllable. Like for instance, Vikingr, that will be spelled with the U rune, the E rune, the K rune, the E rune, and the K rune again, because yes, you can use this as NG, and of course that will be ended with the Yr rune, the ending of rune. So yes, this is, yes, so now you are invited to learn the foundation of the runic sound. Yes, this is the simple level if you start with a younger Futhark. So peace out from the ever giving of my wisdom to you all. So peace out. Have a lovely day.